Of your Adamson Baby Falcons. And center number 6, J.R. Abayon. And forward number 14, Gene Carillo. And guard number 21, Earl Medina. The other guard number 24, Cabal Garcia. And the other forward number 25, Vince Reyes. Your head coach is Mike Fermin. Here now is the starting lineup of your De La Salle Zobel Junior Archers. At forward number 4, Mako Davao. At guard number 24, Waki Espina. And center number 25, Charles Limano. The other forward number 77, Tomas Cruz. In the other guard number 19, Alwin Arboleda. Their head coach is Boris Aldeguer. Officiating this ballgame, our crew chief, Edith Botecario. Umpire 1, Molly De Luna. In umpire 2, John Dave Jaramillo. Deputy Commissioner for Season 86 of Boys Basketball, Marvin Medina.
Starting five for the Adamson Baby Falcons, it's Medina, Carillo, Garcia, Reyes. And for the Zobel Junior Archers who are without Kiefer Alas, it's Davao, Arboleda, Espina, Cruz, and Di Maano. And officials on your screens, Boticario, De Luna, and Jaramillo.
This is Season 86 of Boys Basketball.
So, we're at the start of the first quarter. It's Adamson versus Zobel. Baby Falcons looking to secure a twice-to-beat advantage. Put back, no. And Baby Falcons will have a chance go up on the scoreboard first.
We watch early on, the game plan of Adamson is to really take advantage of that length going towards the inside right away. So early shot attempts on the inside.
Garcia is at the line, looking fresh as ever, who missed one game because of an ankle injury. You know, Coach, there have been a lot of ankle injuries in the second round. Oh, talking about Porter, Alas, now Garcia.
About De Villa as well for UPIS.
Miranda for FEU.
So it's really the wear and tear. They were on a break after the Christmas, and then they needed to come back to higher level basketball. And with the pace of the UAAP juniors, you just know that these kids are just bound to really feel that fatigue. But you know, these are kids. They recover very fast, and here they are competing once again in the UAAP.
Here is Reyes. Tried to leave it to Abayon. Shot clock is at 11. Inside they go once again, and it's 4-0 in favor of Adamson.
Vince Reyes really trying to pound it inside. Good move for this young kid.
Here comes Davao. Davao jumper does not drop. It'll be interesting to see for Zobel who can step up offensively without Kiefer Alas. Garcia to the corner. Three-pointer is good. 7-0 for Adamson.
And that is going to be the strength of Medina. That corner, whenever he gets enough space, he really wants to take those threes.
Di Maano creates space. He is blocked. Adamson has looked like a well-oiled machine, Coach, despite losing that one game versus USC.
Well, you know, this is a team that's really been playing like this the whole season long. Everybody inside the court will always be a threat for Adamson, and that is the way they are starting this ball game. A very strong 7-0 start for the Adamson Baby Falcons.
Well, that jumper by Vince Reyes has now made it 9-0. 2 minutes into this first period. We'll be right back. 𝔂𝔏𝔑 hoping to lead 𝔍𝔞𝔪 to a win here. Coach, it's easy to say everybody needs to step up for 𝔍𝔞𝔪, but you know, realistically, what can fans still look at for 𝔍𝔞𝔪 here, even without keeper?
Well, you have to look at the individual talents of De La Salle 𝔍𝔞𝔪. This is a team that has really produced individuals who can compete at a high level, but it has just not been that type of a season because of the size of all the other teams. But guys like 𝔂𝔏𝔑, Mako Davao, even Bondaha and Charles Di Maano have been able to really show out here in the season, but the pure size of the other teams have been a problem for De La Salle 𝔍𝔞𝔪.
𝔍𝔞𝔪 needs a bucket here because that deficit has now ballooned to 12 after that 𝔐𝔞𝔪𝔢 3. Davao, he will try, can't connect. Adamson already 2 for 2 from deep here. And a different chance for a three-point play for Vince Reyes.
And when you watch Vince Reyes play, it doesn't seem like he's a kid. This guy just has a high-level IQ, can put that ball on the floor, has a pass, can stretch out the floor, a complete package for Adamson. And he may be playing big right now in the juniors division, but I'm sure moving forward, he'll be playing that wing position in the collegiate levels.
Reyes averaging 11.64 points per game. One of the top producers for Adamson. And he will head to the bench.
That is how deep Adamson is. Might be resting Garcia and Reyes right away, but right off the bat, you have Gonzalida and Esperanza that can step up for you.
Some couple of substitutions. Bondaha is in.
98 seconds on the shot clock.
So Cruz heads to the bench. 𝔍𝔞𝔪 here needs a spark to ignite its offense. Espina coming off a double-double performance in his last game. He'll take a shot and gets the first 2 points for 𝔍𝔞𝔪.
Well, he really loves that mid-range 𝔂𝔏𝔑, especially off a dribble. With that length, that is an easy 2 for 𝔂𝔏𝔑.
Shot clock now at 10 for Esperanza. Decides to make his move. Half spin. Esperanza whips a pass outside. And that is a turnover.
And I remember during the pandemic, Mark Esperanza was one of the kids that was really being talked about. Being compared to LaMelo Ball, he was called Pomelo Ball. And he was making highlights. He used to play for UPIS for quite some time before transferring over to Adamson. So a bright young kid for Adamson moving forward.
Buhok pa lang, coach, pwede lang
Yes,
LaMelo
exactly. And even the way he dribbles, the way he moves, the way he walks, comparable talaga kay LaMelo Ball.
Coach Boris Aldeguer looking for answers here in the first quarter. His team is down by 13. Here is Esperanza. Medina calling out directions. He decides to attack himself. Medina leaves it. Ball is tapped out. It will head to La Salle. 𝔍𝔞𝔪 is coming off that loss against NUNS. Espina hits.
That is the textbook way of breaking a press. Pass the ball around. No need to dribble a lot. It will leave someone open. And 𝔂𝔏𝔑 was wide open on the corner.
That was Espina's 24th 3 of the season. And speaking of threes, that was a miss though from Adamson. Here comes Mako Davao all the way for 2.
That's been a strength of Mako Davao the whole season long. That open break, very strong-bodied for his size. Can really finish that fast break.
Davao is playing at an all-time high in confidence. Espina, easy layup.
Now the rhythm is going the side of the La Salle. That is a 9-0 run for La Salle. What we thought was going to be a breakout game, La Salle making it a ball game.
So it's 15-0 at the start, and now 𝔍𝔞𝔪 answers with 9 straight.
as they call basketball, a game of runs. Exactly what we are watching right now. To those who just tuned in, this was 15-0 to start for Adamson, and LaSalle all the way back. Now fighting it through, 15-9 now.
Espina has been wax hot here for Zobel. Can he keep it going? Tried to give it up to Jimaano. That ball is picked up. Rebel Garcia. Garcia all the way. Left-handed layup is good.
And they can never give him his left side. That's going to be the strength of Justin Garcia.
Daha drives baseline. And there was a whistle underneath.
That is a skill of Bon Daha that has not been utilized a lot the whole season long. The way he can drive and slip through the defense. First, let's watch that hard drive by Garcia. Using that body to his advantage. Good strong move for Tembol. Is it right? Tembol?
Tebol.
Tebol. Yan palang nickname niya. We've been calling him Justin the whole season.
That's Kiefer Alas, who is out of the ball game because of an ankle injury he sustained the last game versus the Ball Pups. He got injured, but he came back in that game, coach. But I guess it got swollen.
You know, I feel that it was just the adrenaline that got him back to the ball game. Pero after, you know, namamagayan bigla pag wala na yung adrenaline. So you can really see him not walking properly yet. But we do hope to see him the last few games of the season.
So Zobel is missing about 20 points per game from Kiefer Alas. Let's see who can manufacture that point production here. Espina, no hesitation, just left it short.
I'm sure he has more of a green light today with Kiefer Alas out. So Wacky Espina will want to get every good shot opportunity today, as they will be really be needing his scoring.
Jara Artango is in for Adamson, and for Zobel that was Ken Atienza. Zobel giving Adamson a different look with their full court pressure, but that leaves Garcia all alone.
You know, that is what I love about the modern day bigs. The bigs now can really pass that rock, and that's going to be a good assist by Perez.
Steal could not be completed. Now they do. Garcia regains control. Can finish though. A helter-skelter couple of possessions. The ball is still in the backcourt for the Green Archers. So after getting to 9 points, Zobel has been stuck at 9.
So here's a shooting coming in for Alabama.
Coach, ano feeling pag alam mong wala yung star player niya sa team, na-injure siya? What does that do to the rest of the team?
All right, it really, you know, before, because I was the UAP very young in my age, it kind of gives you a pressure when your star player is out, because you don't really know how your offense will run, but it also gives you an opportunity to be excited, because you will have an opportunity to showcase your game, because you know that the main guy with the ball will not be there. I remember a game where one of our big men, Joshua General, needed to sit out because of a fever last minute, and we really needed to play small ball, but that gave us opportunity to really fight it out. And it's a mixed feeling of pressure and excitement.
And I'm sure these junior archers are feeling that mix of emotions right now, as that basket is going from Atienza. Did you miss a game, Coach, during your time?
Yes, I remember during my second year in high school, I fractured my right hand against Ateneo. That really missed me. The last 5 games of the season, I remember it was my first time crying because of basketball when the doctor told me you have to sit out the rest of the 5 games. Every game is exciting dito sa UAAP, so that really hurt me before.
In the meantime, Gonzalita makes it a 10-point advantage, 21-11. Coming up on a minute remaining here in the first period. Daha, strong drive with the left. Can finish. Atienza, put back, no.
That's a good drive by Daha. Just could not get the English to finish that shot.
Garcia. That was a hop step. Hop step too good. That's why it's a travel.
The referees have been very strict with that move here in the season. Cannot really do your usual moves that you get from the NBA.
That was a 2003 hop step, LeBron James.
Vintage, nahuhukay sa YouTube yung mga galaw.
Pressure now from Garcia and Esperanza.
Lasal has less than 1 second to cross that basketball.
60 seconds on the shot clock.
You see there, the LaSalle guards are pointing to the backcourt because they need to get it across. Oh, read perfectly by Garcia. Adamson is the best team in turnover points, and you saw there why. Down to the last 30 seconds in the opening period. High looping 3-point shot from Favis. Can't find the bottom of the net. Esperanza makes his move. Dipsy-do layup.
What a tough finish for Mark Esperanza, deciding to go dipsy-do on the last second, yet he still is able to make it. What a shot by Mark.
Last shot time for Isabel. Do they know the time? No, they did not. So at the end of one, huge run by Adamson to counter that run by Isabel, coach.
Well, it was a very strong start by Adamson, 15-0, by a quick 9-0 run by by De La Salle to try and make it a ball game. But right away, Adamson going back to their press, putting in Tepo Garcia in the ball game. And again, going up by as much as 14 here to end the first quarter. Here, they actually beside each other. Hindi lang nakita sa camera angle.
Moments away from the second period between Adamson and Zobel. Glad you could spend your Sunday afternoon here with us, watching UAAP high school basketball. Only on Pilipinas Live, Yo-Yo Sarmenta together with Coach Juanito Gregorio on the call. If you've just joined us, no keeper Alan for the green and white. He is nursing an ankle injury. In the scenarios today, if Adamson wins, they secure a twice-to-beat advantage. And for Isabel, they're looking to finish the season strong. FAU's win earlier over Ateneo really essentially eliminated these Archers. That was a good close game, our first game between the Baby Tamaraws and the Blue Eagles.
Oh, that was a game that Ateneo fought back and even tried to go for a win. They only lost by only 2 points.
Davao splitting the defense but can't finish. Ball will stay on this side of the court. 14 on the shot clock for Zobel.
Rare times that Adamson will be going with a small ball here. No Manning, no Perez, and also no Bonzalida. Vince Reyes will be playing center here.
Chavez, corner shot. No. Davao fighting hard for that loose ball. Davao. Again, Faves will try. Faves. That was a closer look. Daha is blocked, but that is a foul.
I'm loving Von Daha today. Extra activity from this young kid. Not usually this active on the offensive boards, but Von Daha really fighting the veterans of Adamson here.
Dimaano is back in. At the line is Mondaha. At 7 points per game. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 re-enters the ball game. Let's see how the Baby Falcons counter this pressure from the junior archers. That three-pointer was off from De Jesus.
I love the thrust of the coaching staff here on their offense. Whenever they have even a little space, as long as they are stable enough to take that shot, that's already an automatic green light. And it gives the players so much confidence to really play their game.
Shot clock at 10 for Reyes. He goes to work in the post. Reyes. Holloway was off to the left. So nice defensive stops from Gomel. We've seen them making stops towards the latter part of the first.
Relatively slower start to the second quarter because De La Salle is trying to close down here on Adamson. Maybe a slower game will be to the advantage of La Salle.
So after a brief stint in small ball, you see Tomaneng re-enters the ball game. So Coach Mike Perme going back with size here.
Well, that has been their advantage to start the ball game. They've been utilizing that inside. 62% in the field goals in the first quarter. So I'm sure they really want to go back inside.
Davao misfiring there. It's still 25-13 here in the second. Carillo all the way to the cup, can't finish.
It's a good hard drive by Carillo. Just not the right spin on that layup. You want those kinds of attacks if you were Adamson.
Dimaano challenging the trees of Adamson. Areola, floater, no.
Both teams struggling in their offensive sets to start the second quarter.
It's 2-0 in terms of second quarter scoring in favor of Zabel. Adamson has yet to score. Zahili traveling.
A lot of good shot opportunities there, but no one wanted to take the shot. The coaching staff obviously frustrated in that last play. There were around 3 open shots already for Adamson.
Abayon is back in the ball game. Had a very good game last time out versus Ateneo. Espina lines it up from deep.
Wacky Espina has really been playing differently here in the second round. You know, there was one game we said that he was not talked about going to the second round. Now I'm sure he's now one of the main talents here in the UAAP.
He is in the top 10 in terms of scoring and three-point percentage. You see here, Coach, just no hesitation on that three-pointer.
You know, there are people who are born scorers, and one guy is Wacky Espina. That's a really terrific defense by Adamson. Just better offense by Wacky Espina.
Adamson possession with 14 on the shot clock. 6.5 to play left in the first half. Esperanza, they go inside. 5 to work with. Abayo too strong. 𝔬𝔦𝔪𝔢 too big for everybody, and he will go to the line.
So good effort by 𝔘𝔫𝔦 to try and close down 3 green shirts against this probable 6'8" kid from New Zealand. And 𝔬𝔦𝔪𝔢, still too tall for everybody, will get the foul. And Taruk to the line for 2.
And Jair is really a big kid, you know. Maybe some of our fans watching on their app, you know, baka hindi ganun kalaki, pero we've seen him up close.
Oh yeah, these kids are really big. And these are really good signs for Philippine basketball. You know, we've always been struggling and looking for the tall guys. Yet here in the UAAP, dumadami na ang matatangkad.
Bell down by 10. Espina looking to change that. Misfiring on the 3. Esperanza, left-handed layup. Couldn't get the angle. Here comes Davao. Mako is pushing. Davao all the way for 2.
A good strong attack by Mako Davao. That is a tough shot because he was off balance, yet he was able to find that float in.
So it's 26 to 18 now. Zobel keeping it close. Near steal. Jesus, left-handed layup is good.
Jesus has always been a shooter for Adamson, but he is showing that he is more than a shooter. He can also drive when you close out too much. Good read by Jesus from that last play.
Davao sees an opening and maximizes the opportunity.
They needed someone to step up, and Mako Davao seems like the guy right here.
Davao, the second leading scorer of Zobel. Here he is once again. Hang time. Just couldn't get it to drop.
It would have been 6 straight points for Mako Davao.
That was Jesus who misfired on the triple. Foul will go against Adamson.
Let's watch this replays right here. Mako Davao, tough against a much taller defender, was able to get that finish. Gets the confidence enough to get that attack on the next play. Mako Davao with 4 straight points for LaSalle.
Ever since he scored that 26 points versus Ateneo, he's really playing with a lot of confidence, talking about Davao.
Those are the confidence boosters. All you need sometimes is one good game to prove that I can compete in the highest level of basketball, at the high school level. And that is Mako Davao. Can really be a future star as he has 1 more year for LaSalle next year.
Paviliano can't connect there. Garcia, 2-man game with Bonzalida. And Bonzalida will go to the line.
I love this kid, Bonzalida. You know, to start the season, we're talking to each other, trying to get to know this kid. Ang sabi lang sa akin, Kuya, hindi ako star hustle guy lang. And that is exactly how to really describe his game. A guy who just puts it all out hard. Really bright future for Bonzalida.
And what a humbling response, you know.
He's always smiling. He's always smiling off the court.
Bonzalida goes 1 for 2. It is a 9-point advantage for Adamson. Dumaana looks at his options. Davao. Corner shot won't work. Fast break for Adamson. That is a block, but a goaltend, says our referee.
Would you look at that fast break? No dribbles needed for them to be able to get a 2. And that is the pure thrust of this Adamson squad with each other. Look at that height of Espina as well, reaching it all the way up top.
Garcia leads it to Medina.
Garcia looking like the runaway player of the game honors. We are in the first half. Yet 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 already has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists, in adding to his highlight reel in that last fast break play.
So 3 and 30. And those who go way back, of course, Coach Nash is from who coached FEU.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of good stories that Coach Nash really has good relationship with his player, with his assistant coaches. So I'm sure they've been together for quite some time.
𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 inside, power dribbles. 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔦 standing his ground, but 𝔍𝔞𝔪� still scores.
The only little you can do if you're against a 6'8" guy in 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. What a tough finish right here, but you still gotta credit the fight of Charles 𝔘𝔫𝔦 not carrying the height of 𝔍𝔞𝔪�. 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔦 showing his skill right there with that hook shot.
And these kids have been in the weight room, obviously. Both 𝔘𝔫𝔦 and 𝔘𝔫𝔦. Back to the action. There's a foul on Garcia, who was looking for another steal. Left here in the first half. A half that has been owned so far by Adamson. Daha was looking for options, trying to bait the defense, but instead he was called for traveling.
Oh, they already ran Daha with that drive, and he's had about a few drives here in this ball game, so they wanted to close down on that lane.
Garcia all the way.
Smooth, skilled, and calm. Not rushing on that shot, yet he was able to show us that highlight. What a move by 𝔍𝔞𝔪�.
It is now 38-22. Ball is stolen again by Baby Falcons. Medina rushing. Gives it to 𝔘𝔫𝔦𝔬𝔫. 𝔘𝔫𝔬𝔬 takes his time. That was a block by Daha.
Team trying to protect the paint here. It's a good recovery by Daha.
Garcia with that spinning move. You're right, Coach. He really needs that patience.
The whole Adamson squad really showing their skill right here. Everybody chipping in, trying to get this win, and that's twice to beat advantage, 38-22 in favor of Adamson.
Looking to make it 4 wins in a row and secure a twice to beat advantage heading into the postseason. Medina connects from deep.
And what an after a timeout play for Adamson, executing the perfection is Adamson Baby Falcons.
And that steal is completed once again by Temple Garcia. He has been a menace on the defensive end.
It doesn't even seem like that Temple Garcia is coming off an ankle injury. This guy is 101% going towards this ballgame.
Garcia tried to give it to his big man, which went perfectly by 𝔘𝔦𝔬𝔢. Minute and 40 remaining. That is a block from Gonzalita. Gonzalita ahead to Garcia. Garcia doesn't have numbers, decides to put it back out. Garcia, he attacks. He is tripped. Ball will stay with Adamson.
Extra confidence in the step of 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕 Garcia here in today's ball game. Not their usual scorer, would always be in the scoring column. Not a guy that is looking for his points. But somehow today he knows that he has an advantage against LaSalle. Extra effort from 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕 Garcia.
Chance for Isabel here to cut to this deficit. 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕 with 5. 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕 drives the baseline, met by 2 defenders. Daha is there. Espina wide open. Got it.
That ball's been just pure for Joaquin Espina. Such a beaut to watch, and we saw it right in front of us.
40 seconds left in the first half. Garcia, can he answer? No, he can't.
What a rebound by Charles 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕 against a much taller Tumaneng.
Game clock and shot clock nearly identical. Carillo looks up at the clock. They go inside to Tumaneng against 𝔑𝔫𝔦𝔕. Jaire with a hook shot. No. Bonzalida, he will get a second chance. And one opportunity for JC Bonzalida.
Adams are just too long here in this ball game. That's already well defended by the bigs of De La Salle. And Bonzalida was able to fight it through the inside, getting that two and the free throw.
Bonzalida, he told you he was a hustle guy, and that play exemplifies what he can do on the court.
Very simple words, Kuya, hustle guy ako. Exactly what he does on the court.
Last shot for Davao. That catches air. So at the end of 2 quarters, Adamson is up 43 to 25.
Adamson playing basketball here in this ball. a lot of months away from our collegiate league, yet there's already going to be a few recruitments that's happening. I'm sure Coach Nash is also searching for his next players here in the junior division.
That is a good way to spend your Sunday afternoon. See their new recruits give a taste of what UAAP basketball feels like.
And it seems like these new guys are enjoying the Philippines. I've seen some Instagram stories of these two. Very exciting things ahead.
So we just started our third period here inside the Feel All Echo Center. Adamson with the win here, they can secure a twice-a-beat advantage. They are currently 10-1. And for Isabel, they're looking for win number 4. They are already out of the Final Four picture because the Baby Tamras won over the Blue Eagles earlier in our very first game of today. Medina outside shot too strong.
I like this matchup. It's going to be Gonzalida versus 𝔂𝐒 Espina. Two guys who are very active on the rebounding end. 𝔂𝐒 Espina, very underrated rebounder here in the league. Also rebounding on a good note.
He is coming off a 15 rebound game.
There you go.
Versus NU of all teams.
He gets Collins, Akoe, and the rest of the squad. 𝔂𝐒 Espina also, I want to measure the wingspan of 𝔂𝐒 Espina because I'm sure it's much taller than him.
Lopez underneath. That pass picked up by Tebo Garcia. Garcia in motion. He shoots and scores.
Calm and composed. This guy was a born veteran.
Carrillo gets the juice off the steal.
The feet of Adamson are super quick here.
See the changes here, Coach, in terms of the 5 of the belt that they started. Arboleda, and you see there Lopez. Coach Boris is mixing it up here to start the third.
Trying to find that spark plug here in the quarter, but so far Adamson is stepping on that gas. Everything going aside of Adamson here to start third quarter.
A lot of easy opportunities for Tebo Garcia. Imano, Espina has his eyes sets for another 3.
Once again, doing everything here for LaSalle. He knows he needs to step up. It's like he is asking for the ball here.
Now he gives it to Lopez. Lopez back to Espina. Push shot. Can't get the bounce.
That's a good pass by Lopez. 𝔂𝐒 Espina was wide open for that shot.
Reyes in and out dribble. But that was carrying, says our official.
Too slow on that in-out para kay Vince Reyes. Not the usual turnover for him. Kahit coaches, parang medyo nagulat kasi hindi naman niya talaga turnover yun. But I'm sure he will be answering right away here in the defensive end.
It's that in-and-out dribble na, Coach. Pag ganun mo,
Yes.
baka nabaliktad yung bola.
Just a little lift. Vince Reyes, but quick answer by LaSalle. Back-to-back threes for Isabel here.
49-31. Medina looking to attack. Goes to Reyes. Reyes versus Espina. That should be a fun matchup. Two of the best forwards here in the league. Esperanza is in for Gene Carillo. Esperanza will inbound the basketball with 8 seconds. Garcia, quick spin. Garcia, too strong. Reyes is there.
Garcia going post. We rarely see that, the point guard getting the ball on the low post. But Devon Garcia showing he is a complete package here. nice push on Tebol Garcia. Konting gulang galing kay Tebol was caught right in front by the referee.
In second, one on the Baby Falcons.
Umali will replace Garcia. Garcia is Adams' leading scorer with 14 points. Arboleda to their main man, Espina. Espina wants a screen. Arboleda off angle. Lopez. Oh, that was Charles Dimaano rather, and a chance for three.
You know, I just love Charles Dimaano. Every time he is competing with anyone in front of him, might be taller, might be shorter, he has the same mindset on the offensive end and the defensive end. Might not be the best nickname for him, but I just want to call him Charles the Grit towards the end of the season.
Certainly showing a lot of effort for Zobel. Averaging 9.7 points per game. Couldn't complete the three-point play, but Lopez forces a turnover.
And Jeff Lopez as well. One guy was not really used a lot yet.
Sir Noong Galanog of Zobel, of La Salle rather, La Salle University.
Also Sir Eric Arreola also watching his son. I think the manager of North in the PBA.
Ooh, how about with the following?
We got surprised with that shot. We did not see that coming. That was 1 second on the shot clock.
Esperanza to Umali. Umali sits in midair and gets the layup.
Are we sure we're watching high school basketball? Because these highlights are just intense.
Yun yung classic na umupo sa ere. Davao. Back-to-back hits for Davao. Yes!
Davao just putting it all out hard here. This game is pretty much alive. Down 16 is very controllable here.
Reyes up high inside. Tough angle for Abayon. Davao, can he make it 3 in a row? Davao goes strong. Davao all the way.
6 straight points and nothing coming easy, yet he finds ways in getting those baskets in. Maku Davao now in double figures.
And he comes up with a steal. Davao against 3 defenders. Ball is alive. It ends up with Adamson.
The 3 white shirts, Maku Davao just feeling a little fatigued after those 3 plays. Just gotta commend the heart of Mako.
Adamson looking to settle things down. Ball would go instead to the other end.
Watch that play right here. Maku Davao doing the ripple pull-up, getting that 2 points. And on the next play, against 4 white shirts, Dipsidu through 2. Maku Davao cutting the lead to 14.
So it's Gubat and Davao in the backcourt. Here's Davao feeling it. Can't connect there. Lopez has been working hard for Zobel. Espina. And that is good for Waki Espina.
Grit and grind keeping this team alive. Whenever Jeff Lopez is inside the court, you are sure that someone will give heart to this team. Let's watch that again right here. Jeff Lopez kicks him out to Waki Espina. And I think that is going to be the 5th 3 of Waki Espina here in the ballgame.
5 out of 7, coach.
Oh, wow, efficient shooting for Waki Espina.
18 on the shot clock for Adamson. Been outscored so far. Talking about the Baby Falcons here in the 3rd. Esperanza looking to change that.
That is a la George Gervin on that finger roll. Also a beauty to watch for Mark Esperanza.
Laha was cut off. It's been the Davao and Espina show. Davao!
wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Mako Davao with 9 points here in this quarter, trying to keep the hopes of De La Salle alive.
18 big points for Mr. Mako Davao. Esperanza looking for a friend. Shot clock is at 5. Umali looking to create. Umali with the deceleration. Can't find the bottom of the net. Ball will stay with Adamson with the shot clock. Reinstalled to 14.
Isabel could not get that basketball right there, but that was good defense and good stop for De La Salle.
Umali for the deep, no. That should be a foul against CJ.
Adamson has to be careful here. We watch De La Salle get a comeback against Ateneo in the fourth quarter. They scored 39 points in a single quarter. And that is how La Salle will play if they get enough confidence. So Adamson, being a veteran team here, needs to find ways already.
How about another 3? Left it short. That was all nine, but just left it short.
Mako Davao, probably a little heat check for Mako on that last play. Could not get it, but he has the green light from all the coaching staff.
The lead was as high as 24 for Adamson. Now it is at 10, 55 to 45. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the third. Garcia will challenge the defense. Garcia. Yes. All the way to the cup.
Good strong attack by Vince Reyes, but La Salle was asking for a travel against Devil Garcia, and they might have a case there.
Davao looking to create. He still has it. The 2 leading scorers of La Salle contributing here. Ubat, push shot, no. Garcia. A minute and 30 left here in the third. Much needed 3-pointer for Adamson.
Good screen, good pass. Sometimes it's really the basic stuff that you need to do just for you to be able to get a bucket.
There was a whistle underneath. Adamson, I believe. It is on De Jesus.
Jesus trying to close down on the running space of Rocky Espina of his father, Jesus.
Espina, he has 19 points. Espina looking to create. Tough angle for Espina.
That's better defense from Adamson right there. No space to operate para dito kay Rocky Espina.
Look at Geoff Lopez. He battled bigs, and look at him battle in the perimeter against Esperanza.
So if I had a choice on giving him the player of the game honors against Ateneo, I would have given it to Geoff Lopez because he was the one that closed down on Chris Porter. On that game, Santa Maria was in foul trouble, Timaano was in foul trouble, and Geoff Lopez stepped up in the fourth quarter big time to really try and play physical with Ateneo. This guy is such a treat to watch for La Salle.
So Lopez is at the bench. Surely a spark plug for Isabel. Davao is also sitting down. Esperanza. Adamson has been moving the ball well, and Esperanza completes the play.
Pure team basketball from Adamson right there. Ball swing, open lane, good hard drive for Mark Esperanza.
Garcia comes up with another steal, but he stepped out of bounds.
And I want to check how many steals Devil Garcia already has in this ball game. That is the fourth,
That's the fifth.
or
Right?
the fifth. The fifth steal for Tebel Garcia. A triple-double watch even.
And Garcia is in the top 10 in assists in the entire league. Down to the last 3 seconds here. Daha, he will run out of time. So at the end of 3, it's 62-4. Victory today. They're up 62-45 over the upset-seeking 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 Junior Archers. It's our third game of the day. So one more game later on. You see there the scoring. It was a first quarter hammer by Adamson.
Yeah, Adamson really controlling that first quarter, and the first half really starting strong. But De La Salle 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢 still tried to fight back, winning that third quarter by only 1 point. This is not a done deal. We know how hot La Salle can get in an instant.
Glad you could spend your Sunday afternoon watching UAAP basketball only on Pilipinas Live. Yo-Yo Sarmeta together with Coach Juanito Gregorio bringing you all the action. A strong move, leaves it to Saili, left it short. Espina, the high point man of La Salle, slid his foot there.
Not able to get his usual threes now. Adamson is closing out on the shooting of Wacky Espina, so he is forced to drive.
Davao is in. Espina and Davao are the two top scorers for 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. Espina with 19, Davao with 18. For Adamson, it has been the Garcia show. That three-pointer was off from Jesus. Davao looking to push. Davao nowhere to go.
The 2 force on that shot, on that pass attempt for Mapu Davao.
If you've just joined us, no Kiefer Alas for 𝔍𝔞𝔪𝔢. He still has an ailing ankle injury he sustained the last game versus the NUNS Bullpups.
We got to talk to Coach Louis Alas during the halftime break. He said that Kiefer Alas is actually around 80 to 90% already. He's actually ready to go here in today's ball game, but they want to be extra careful. But he said that he will be playing in their next game, so we're very excited once again to watch the last 2 games of La Salle with Kiefer Alas healthy.
Davao is trapped. A terrific defense by Adamson. They give it to the point guard, Esperanza. He is held by Arboleda. Espina with one of the quickest breathers. Pinailom lang sandali ni Coach Boris, and here he is again.
A literal water break. No breathing, no anything else. Inom ka lang tubig, babalik ka na.
And they need all the points they can get. Esperanza misses the layup. Davao, quick trigger. No, Dimano with the repossession. Back to Davao. Arboleda attacks. That is spoiled by Esperanza.
Good team basketball by LaSalle, but just very quick recovery by Adamson on those shot attempts. It'll be a good block for Adamson.
7 on the jump off for Zobel. He finds Dimano. Sorry miss from Dimano.
That would have been great execution for LaSalle, but they will be having a second and third opportunity. Yet they could not buy a bucket in that last possession.
Zobel has been stuck at 45. Remember, it was 55 to 45 when the lead was cut to 10. But since then, Zobel has been stuck. And Gonzalida scores for 2.
JC Gonzalida really getting enough space for him to get that offensive rebound in reverse layup.
Davao looking to score. That was read perfectly by Medina. 2-on-1 fast break. Medina leaves it. Jesus finishes the play.
A 2 versus 1 fast break for the Whites. Easy finish for Medina.
It's been a 13-0 blast from Adamson since it was 55 to 45. Adamson has been getting a ton of steals, and this was a fast break. That's perfection.
Attracting the defense, seeing his teammate with a strong hard drive coming from Medina, dropping it to Jesus.
Joaquin Espino doing all he can to keep Zobel afloat.
Joaquin Espina, the guy with the most minutes today, already playing close to 30 minutes here in this ballgame. And we still have 6 and 27 left. Maku Davao close to that number with 25 minutes. The loss of Kiefer Alas in today's ballgame. These two are the trusted guys by Coach Boris Aldegar to really step up for the green.
Gonzalida in the elbow. He has 14. Give it to the big man. Jaire to Maneng. Goes for the reverse. Nice defense by Dimano.
A clean, hard defense coming from Charles the Grit.
Pass was sapped out by Carillo. Looking ahead, Zobel still has 2 more games after today. Still have FU Diliman and the UPIS Junior Fighting Maroons. Davao switches it a 3.
After a red-hot third quarter, Maku Davao missed his last three-point attempts. Now going back to the scoring column is Maku Davao.
Playing with a lot of confidence since the last 3 games. Talking about Maku Davao. Nice pass inside.
It seems like JC Gonzalida is very comfortable deep down low. That is a hard finish, and he has the length and the skill to finish those reverses.
70 to 49 in favor of Adamson. Dimano, heel try from deep. How about Davao? Davao too strong on that one.
You know, one thing I noticed here in the UAAP Juniors, as we go along throughout the season, padami ng padami ang nanonood dito sa venue. It's slowly filling up. Started a little cold, of course, no one really knew that it would really start the season. Yet you look at the crowd, it's slowly filling up. We're not even in the final 4 yet.
And shots like that, surely your ticket will be worth it. Davao with another booming shot. Gonzalida, Mr. Hustle guy.
Mr. Hustle, Mr. Muscle. JC Gonzalida with his 3rd reverse layup here in the second half.
Davao, heat check. Dimano was bumped hard.
An accidental mental hit by JC Bonzalida on the box out right there. Two guys really wanting to get rebounds, JC Bonzalida and Charles Dimano. Look at that jump on the offensive rebound. Quick answer also.
Under 5 minutes to play. Bonzalida with a cross and a reverse.
And he really wants that reverse. He had an open layup. Yet, nakatatlong reverse na ako. Gawin na nating 4 here sa fourth quarter.
That was a quick drive. Espina is split by Artango.
Quick cross. Pati ako nagulat dun sa crossover. That is explosive. Coming from JC Bonzalida.
At the line is Wacky Espina. Again, no key for Alas for Zobel. Espina has been the team's leading scorer, second leading scorer throughout the season. He is in the top 10 and scoring 8 in scoring. Next on those free throws. Espina comes up with a steal.
That's a good trap by Lasal there.
And a 3 on the way. No. Nice block there by Carillo. Garcia is back in. Garcia is the leading scorer for Adamson with 14 points. No, we're talking about Adamson. Lagi na lang silang balance scoring.
Oh, yeah. And that is actually why Adamson is so tough, because you don't know who you're going to put your focus on. Everybody is willing to step up for Adamson.
We have 7 players averaging at least 5 points. Talking about the Baby Falcons. Another quick baseline move by Bonzalida, but decides to go back out. Carillo can't finish.
I thought that was going to be another reverse for Bonzalida. He had the lane. Yet 8 points, enough na daw. Share the basketball on that last play.
Now looking ahead now for Adamson. They're most likely to secure that twice a beat because they're up now, they're up big. And what do you see are their main strengths heading into the Final Four?
You don't want to really change because you want to continue the rhythm going towards the Final Four. So towards the last 2 ball games, they're going to still be playing it the same way they have been the first 12 games of the season. But they have to focus a little bit more on the execution, taking care of that basketball, and also shooting the 3. So that has been their main weapon of the season. So I'm sure the last 2 games they'll be focusing on those 3 things.
Davao. Misfiring from deep. Garcia losing control.
He wanted to pass that ball, but his teammate was just too deep already.
Areola. Back to Espina. Wacky takes his time.
So that's why I wanted to check his wingspan. He got that ball all the way up from Jaire to Manning. That's another jumper from the lengthy Wacky Espina.
On the flip side, if you're talking about Zobel, they've had some good close games as we see this traveling infraction. You know, what do you think is the biggest lesson so far? And I know they have 2 more games. What is the biggest lesson so far for Zobel?
Well, they really are undersized going towards the season. You can never question the heart. You can never question the skill. You can never question the system of Boris Aldegar, because this guy has proven time and time again as one of the best coaches in the junior division. But it's really going to be the height that has been the biggest problem for LaSalle moving forward. But they have talent. Mago Davao has 1 more year. Keeper Atlas has 2 more years. A lot of young guys here in this
𝔍𝔞𝔪� nursing that ankle sprain. He is set to play in the next 2 games for Zobel. Espina spinning shot, no. Gonzalida skying high.
The way JC Gonzalida is playing, it seems like it's a close game. Talagang Mr. Hustle talaga to si JC Gonzalida.
And you see Adamson really fine-tuning, sharpening their tools heading into the postseason.
They still want the other guys to get confidence so that whoever you bring out in the playoff, everybody is going to contribute.
Arreola from deep, can't connect. And Baby Vacas are hungry. They lost in the finals last season. And you know, they want to get back in the big stage and finally secure that title.
I'm sure they want to learn here in today's ball game, but they'll be putting in one more guy. It's number 11, Palakpak, given minutes here to end the ball game.
It's Lucas Palakpak.
Seems like a fan favorite here. Everybody's phones are out for Palakpak.
Esperanza. Post moves from Jaire to Manning. This is the tallest kid in the playground. So 13 seconds, and Coach Mike Fermin and his boys will be getting their 11th win of the season. Here is Palakpak. Can't knock it down. Look at that Adamson contingent there on the side.
Everybody's excited for Palakpak. Let's see if he will get a bucket here to end the ball game.
One more time, Lucas, for the crowd. In and out for Lucas Palakpak. Davao looking to finish strong. Mako with a reverse.
Gotta commend the two guys for De La Salle, Joaquin Espina and Mako Davao combining for 51 of the 59 points of De La Salle. Two guys really stepping up here in today's ball game. Yet the loss of keeper Alas hurt De La Salle right here.
And that will do it here. Adamson 74, Zobel 59. The Baby Falcons are headed to the Final Four with a twice-to-beat advantage.
I want to see that Adamson has had. They are number 1. They will be safe entering the Final Four. You cannot change the way you play. You cannot change